Hi, I'm Sango and today we're going to be texturing the shoe. The programs we're going to be using today is Substance Painter, which is by Adobe. The subscription for that for a year is about the same price as submitting one wearable, so I think it's a very valuable resource to be using. And yeah, let's get started. So to start with, you're going to go File, Export, .gltf, go Format, make sure it's .gltf. By default it would be on .glb, you want .gltf. Select that and export. Then open up Substance Painter. Click close on that and go File, New, Select, and select that model that you just exported. Make sure the document resolution is 512. So they're the limitations we got to abide by for our wearables in Decentraland. Click OK, and that's opening it up. So set it up. I'm going to go over to the environment map and change it to soft low light. That gives a more equal lighting around the entire shoe. And another thing we want to do is click this arrow down here by the assets, add resource, and we need to find that normal map that we saved in the last video. Define that as a texture, and we just want that in this project. So import, and then create add fill layer. Deselect color, height, roughness and metal. We want to drag our normal map over onto the normal, and that's placed it on. Now we got that, we can start colouring it in. So there's a lot of presets in Substance Painter for materials and stuff. So if you got a certain material you're looking for, or type of material, this would be a good way to go about it. You could find like a fabric and then work from there. So I'm going to search cotton, see if there's any cotton type. No. Fabric. There we go. So once you put that on, you can open up the folder and go in and change anything that needs to be changed. So like some of this detail could be scaled up a bit, I think. So change colour, you go on the base colour, click the square here, and then you can go down to base colour, select that, and then you have a choice to change the colour to whichever suits you. So I'm going to open Pure Effect, which we used before, and I'm going to drop in my reference that I've been using on that and bring that back into screen. Add another fill layer on top, and now we're going to add a black mask to this. And if on the left you select the polygon fill tool, then you can map out which polygons this new fill layer is going to be affecting. In our case we want this sole to be white, and just underneath there we want that to be a different colour. So once you've added in that polygon fill, if you press X, then you can start removing the mask with the polygon fill tool. So with the polygon fill tool, at the top you see here the triangle, square, cube and like a texture file. So these are different selection types. So UV chunk fill, that's just going to do a selected island. So if I select that one there, it's going to do the whole thing. If I select that one, it's going to do the whole thing as well. Just easy ways to select stuff. We can also bring this normal map to the top so it's nice and visible. And then, yeah, let's keep adding some more colour in. So add another fill layer. I want to match this up with the colour of the actual bottom of the sole. And then add in a black mask. Change back to polygon select. There we go. UV chunk again, just get the sole in. And then we can start adding some more colour. So I'm going to add another add fill. The reason I use add fill on this part rather than using a brush is because we can select where we want the colour to be using the mask. And then if we want to adjust the colour, it's a simple case of just clicking the base colour and changing that hue, rather than changing the entire thing. That would have to be done if we're using a brush. So add this kind of yellowy brown colour in. And start masking that out. So add a black mask. And then when you got the mask selected, you can use a brush to adjust the mask with that. That's what we'll be doing now. right click to change the size. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side to make it more symmetrical. Okay, so let's go for the kind of purpley colour on the toe. So add another fill layer. Try and match that colour closely to it. There we go. Go mask and black mask. And then we can start colouring this one in.
And add in the green. If you did want to move a stroke, then you can click this button. No, not that one. This one here, lazy mouse. Then the distance you want, and then you got a smoother draw line. Add in the burgundy kind of colour. and then darker orange kind of colour. Add one final last colour in, I think. So yeah, I'm just holding shift in, and then you can get perfectly straight lines just by clicking where you want the line to end after doing the initial click where you want it to start. And I'll just fill that in. So we can clean up where the greens slipped over in here, and we can just go back to the polygon fill and make sure it's on UV chunk. Press X and there you go. Clean that bit up. I'm not sure whether we've got enough space for it, but I'll show you how to add in logos and stuff. So if you had like an alpha, so a black and white image, I'll show you a bit like these. A bit like these, then you can add in logos or words or shapes or anything you want. You don't have to stick to these ones that are in here. If you click the plus, and you can add in your own alphas. Say if you wanted a logo or something, you could have something like that. Let's find some fun. So you can add a new paint layer and then select the alpha that you want to use. And now my paintbrush is going to be using that shape. For instance, change the colour with the base colour as usual. Yeah. So what we could do now is add in, if I could just duplicate the original fill layer, which has all the normal maps in. Just to make the normal map come out a bit more. There we have it. That's how you texture on Substance Painter. So to get that exported, you obviously want to save all your work first, so you don't end up losing anything. Save that where you need it. Take mesh maps. Okay. And now go File, Export Textures. And here, if we just exported them how they are now, all our different maps, so the normal and the base color that we use in here, and the lighting as well, they're going to be on separate image files. If you want them all in one to combine it, to save on, obviously one, to save on the amount of textures and materials we're using, and two, because at the minute we can't use normal maps with wearables, so a way around that would be to add it into the base color. So if you select Output Template 2D, select where you want it to be exported to. And export it like that. Then if we go back into Blender, we can open up Shading tab, can get rid of that. And open up our new texture file, Materials 2D. Put that into base color. Oops. Oh, wrong one. So open, find the right file. There we go. And there it is. That's just using one map. You obviously want to adjust your specular and roughness to suit you, but here we have 3 maps in one basically. We've got the ocular occlusion, we've got the base color, and we've got the normal, all in one texture file. And that's how to texture. So I'll catch you in the next one.